it's over, it's over. I'm undisputed, baby. It's over, 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 it's over. I'm undisputed, baby.
Back at it again. It's been a while.
Now what we gonna do right here?
And here we are, the bait. It's this back. So much hype. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. Do you believe this? Insane action! A counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Got him with the uppercut. Good job stopping that uppercut. Punch, counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Barrera in that last round. What would you tell this guy?
Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
They blocked the left there. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Got a let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. You know that.
Switch on, switch on.
On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set the shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. And a round that seemed like he turned. Here we go to the fourth round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter shot lands. It's all offense all the time. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
11.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. There's a counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. The perfect counter lands. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. They exchanged. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You're better than this, kid.
And there's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well done with that counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? You'd like to see more jabs. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Barrera in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. And there's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Missing with the left uppercut. Incredible work rate. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that. Round 7, here we go. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Another scoring shot there. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. That uppercut misses. Down goes Barrera.
You've seen many shots like that, a simple short shot. Put the fighter down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be. Round 8, and we're off again. Gotta get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up. And
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh my, Barrera has never been in this kind of trouble before. And now they're right back into the fray.
got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice counter. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. So close with that uppercut. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. What a dominant...
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time. We already on the way. Better get themselves in line. Thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you bout to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight.
As the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falcor Bay. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's Billy Dibb, the former IBF featherweight champion. There's never a...
This bout is scheduled.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. You miss with that jab. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Who did more work in the gym? That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
Such heat. The cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Nice exchange here from both men. Got him there. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Billy Dibb in that last fight. And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
A flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front of you, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
A perfect counter lands. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? counterpunch. Beautiful counterpunch. And that hook scores. If you're a counterpuncher, then basically you do the counterattack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that lap.
That was a terrible run.
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good defense on that right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab misses. Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Breathe, breathe.
There's the bell for round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Do you believe what we are seeing? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last
Come on,
round.
switch on.
As bad as
Switch
boxing
on.
judging can
Start
be
to make
sometimes,
mistakes and
there's
switch
no
it up
doubt
immediately.
who wants.
Switch back on. Get focused.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. No rest for the weary. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Billy Dibb in that last round.
Work all the way through camp.
This is the beginning of round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Good counter punch. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Jab does not score. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that
He
last.
switched off completely. Get your mind back.
Here we go. It's round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He misses with that straight left. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what he's got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? And that'll do it. It is over. Billy Dibb losing by knockout. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen.